grant we gave to states for the UBE, we would publish the expenditure that will be sent back to us as what has been done concerning each school. And in one of the cases, one woman at a public event said to me, did they say they spent this for this school? Ah, that's my village. Come and see the school by yourself. Do you see that? Citizens' engagement. Because education sector, health sector, these are the sectors that particularly matter for the poor. But if you, the elite, are not paying attention as to whether resources budgeted for health and education are going toward the delivery of the services for which they are said to have been expended, what would happen is that the poor will be trapped in poverty, and frankly, the rich would not be able to sleep because the poor are awake.
Thank you, Lord. We have one more question. Adekunle Samuel Adeniyi, where are you, please? Please come forward and ask your question.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I want to know if you are given the opportunity now, presently, to go back to the government, I want to know those things that you did back then, that you will undo presently.
Did you hear him? If I went back...
If you are given the opportunity to go back to the government now, what are those things that you did back then while you were in government that you will undo? And then those things that you will do presently, if you are given the opportunity to go back.
Okay, so it's hypothetical, so I'm going to take it as such, because it is your turn to go into government. As for me, yes. No, it's true. Because I spent 6.5 years in government, people. I did. I spent 6.5 years doing the reform of the public procurement system, doing the NEITI, the Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, and then going to solid minerals, and then going to education. I had enough government to last me a lifetime. Thank you very much. And so, I have been asked to come back into government a couple of times, and it's been no. I don't need government in order to be valuable to my country and to my continent, and in fact the world. But for those of you who will go into government, let me say one thing to you. Just like Jesus Christ said, no man goes into the battle without first sitting down to count the cost. Because I hear some of you, your mouth will be going, it is the likes of you who, when you enter there, the slippery ground will so quickly carry you. Because I've seen some of the young men that had great ideas and ideals of what being a public servant should be like. They were not prepared for what they were going to confront, and the tide carried them along. The most important thing is counting the cost. If you know that you are capable of sitting across the table to negotiate your integrity, please don't go. Don't go. Because you will be look, let me tell you, I don't bother myself about these issues of integrity or no integrity. Do you know why? Because for me, it is me that will deal with me. If I should step to the point of negotiating my integrity, I am sorry. It has nothing to do. The kind of accountability to self and to God that you must have to prepare you for a life in public service. Please, count the cost. If you know that when the aroma of the cake begins to get close to this point, you will fall. Don't go. Preserve yourself. Because one thing that I did as a Christian going into government was that I said, who are my heroes in the Bible that went into public service and were not carried by the tide of the benefits of public office? How many of you know Nehemiah? Nehemiah said, I think somewhere either in 9 or so, he said that all the other governors before me, they were a charge to the treasury for some benefits that they took. But I decided that this assignment has been given unto me by the Lord my God, and that I would therefore not be part of it. He did the assignment and he completed it. And he said at the end of the day, remember me for good. For this thine work that I have done. Every day of my life, I say to God, for the 6.5 years I spent in government, knowing what that meant. For some people, being in government is a source of wealth. I'm sorry. If I want to be wealthy, I know where to go. Service is not for wealth. Service is sacrifice. And for you, if you have not sat down to count that cost in that way, please don't go. Respect yourself and do that which your hand has found to do. It was Abraham that said to the king of Sodom, who said to him, Abraham, now that you have killed those nations that come against me, please, these are the booties of the war. Come and take. Let's share it up. You will take some. And Abraham looked at the king of Sodom and said, God forbid that I, Abraham, of the Most High God, will take anything from you, even to the shoe latchet. Do you know why? Sensible guy. Abraham knew that he was a person of covenant. A person of covenant. How could he go and take that which belonged to Sodom? If he had taken the gift from the king of Sodom, do you know that a few chapters afterward, Sodom was destroyed by God? Abraham would have corrupted covenant with the gift from Sodom. May that not be your portion. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
I think we can do a little bit better than that. Thank you so much, ma'am. That presentation was awesome.